Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we're going to unlock a really cool musical secret from one of the most famous composers of all time. We're going to dive into a piece that's not just fun to play, but also shows a side of Beethoven that you might not have seen before.
Okay, let's be honest. When you hear the name Ludwig van Beethoven, it can sound pretty serious, right? You immediately think of these huge, dramatic, crashing symphonies. But that's not the whole story. Not even close.
See, Beethoven also wrote some absolutely wonderful, charming music that's just perfect for musicians who are still learning and growing. This is that different side we're talking about, and we're going to explore one of the best examples, his Sonatina in G major.
Now, before we play a single note, we've got to start with the title. Understanding what a word like sonatina actually means, well, that's the first step to moving beyond just hitting the right keys and starting to make real expressive music. It's like getting a secret clue from Beethoven himself.
So that brings us to the big question. What exactly is a sonatina? You might have seen this word in your music books before. Let's break it down right now, and trust me, it's probably a lot simpler than you think.
And there it is, a sonatina. Sonatina literally just means a little sonata. The easiest way to think about it is like this. If a big sonata is the serious older sibling, the sonatina is its fun, friendly younger sibling. It's shorter, it's a bit simpler, and it was designed to be the perfect piece for you to learn with.
And when you put them side by side, the difference is huge. A big sonata? That could be a 30-minute epic that requires some seriously advanced skills. But our piece, the charming sonatina, is usually less than 10 minutes. It focuses on the really important core skills, and its structure is much easier to follow. It's all the good stuff, just packed into a much more manageable size.
So, quick quiz. What was the main reason for writing one of these? To use up time? Nope. A piece that's too hard? Definitely not. You got it. It was to provide a perfect learning tool, a fantastic bridge into the amazing world of classical music.
All right, so we know what a sonatina is in general. Now let's take a little tour of this specific one by Beethoven. It's actually made of two short parts, which we call movements, and each one has a totally different vibe, a completely different personality. So the first movement is called the moderato, which is just a fancy way of saying at a medium speed. This part is super cheerful, and it's a great workout for your fingers. It's like a lively burst of energy. But then the piece completely shifts gears for the second movement, the romance. And just like the name sounds, this part is slower, it's way more beautiful, and it's all about telling a story with your music.
And here's an amazing tip for playing that second movement. When you're playing the romance, try to imagine your right hand isn't just playing the piano anymore. Imagine it's the voice of a singer. Your goal is to make that melody sing right off the keys.
So how do you make one part sound energetic and another part sound like it's singing? Well, the secret ingredient is something called dynamics, and that's just the musical word for the difference between playing loud and playing soft. Following those little markings is what adds all the character, the drama, and the personality to your playing. It's what turns notes on a page into actual music.
Okay, so we've toured the piece, we know what it's all about, but let's talk about why this sonatina is the perfect next challenge for you. Because, picking the right piece of music at the right time is so important for getting better, and this one is a brilliant choice. Think about it. You get 4 huge wins from learning this one piece. 1, you build your finger skills without it feeling impossible. 2, you get an easy introduction to how classical music is structured. 3, you really get to work on your musical expression. And 4, the best part, you get to tell your friends you can play a piece by Beethoven. How cool is that?
All right, are you feeling inspired? I hope so. Let's get down to business. Having a smart plan can make learning a new piece really fun instead of frustrating. So here's a simple step-by-step game plan to help you master this music.
Here it is, your 5-step plan. First, find a few recordings and just listen to it. Get the sound in your head. Second, and this is the golden rule, always start slow. Get the notes right first, then you can build up speed. Third, break it down. Don't try to eat the whole pizza at once. Work on tiny little sections. Fourth, once the notes are comfortable, start adding in those dynamics, the louds and softs. And finally, number 5, have fun with it. Enjoy the journey and celebrate your progress along the way.
Seriously, if you remember only one thing about how to practice, make it this. Do not try to learn the entire piece all at once. It's the fastest way to get stuck and frustrated. Focus on just a few measures at a time.
Once you've got them down, then you can move on. Small, steady steps. That is the real key to success.
So there you have it, the friendly, fun, and totally achievable world of a Beethoven Sonatina. It's a fantastic piece that's going to help you grow so much as a musician, and you are absolutely ready for this challenge. Now it's your turn. Go for it, and happy practicing.